Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this video will walk us through a little bit about the doing a complete diagnostic assessment, which is your assignment for actually not this week, but the next 2 weeks. It's not due until 2 Sunday nights from now. So you've still got some time in which to do this. So just wanted to show you a couple of things with this. One, you won't be able to get inside this lesson until I check your work, which I plan to do very, very shortly, so you'll be able to get into that. So if it won't allow you to go in, you can send me a nastygram and say, Steve, you need to check my assignment, but I do plan to do this later today and should have that done for you fairly soon. So the assignment says do a diagnostic assessment with 3 students, but I want to mention a couple things. Number one, I'm going to take it a little easier on you, and I'm only going to ask you to do 2 students. But realize that these have to be 2 new students. You can't use the ones that you've done the assessments with before as you were practicing. You need to do 2 brand new students. Preferably these students are also ones that reading level is in the intermediate range as identified by their Tabor-CASAS score. So that's going to give you the best practice in this. So see what you can do to find that out. And again, if you're really in a bind, you can use a friend or a relative, but it's much better if you can use a student. And if you're having issues with this, talk with the person who sent you, your coordinator, your director, and say, hey, I need some access to some intermediate level students. Can you help me? And they will be happy to do that. And again, that intermediate level is grade level equivalent 4 through 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is where we find those particular students. So just asking you to do 2. And you're going to input these scores very similar to what you've done over the past couple weeks, and by now we should be feeling pretty good about it. So what I would do here is going to go into the Unit 10, Module 10, I guess is what it's called. Not Unit 10, Module 10, Complete Diagnostic Assessment. I'm going to watch the video as we do always. And in the portfolio, this time under number 4, I'm going to go through here to record assessments. I will click on that, and it will bring me in just like before. And of course, as always, we're going to click on add new students and never click on import sample assessments. We'll click again on the add new student on the white button. And I'll give it a minute to think. And then we can go ahead and put in the student's name, their TABE, CASAS, grade level equivalent, and then put in all their scores. So in this case, instead of like before, you did either alphabetics or fluency or vocabulary comprehension, you're going to give the whole thing. You're going to give alphabetics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. You'll go into all 4 grade boxes to submit the scores. So couple of pointers, there is no law or rule that says you have to give all these in one day. You know yourself from the experience you've had so far how long these take, and as a new assessor, you're looking at least an hour in giving these. So if you want to give, alphabetics and fluency one day, vocabulary and comprehension another, you certainly can do this because I've given you time. You have 2 weeks in which to do this. So my strong suggestion is now, round up the students you're going to do, maybe get those assessments done, or at least one done this week, maybe one done next week, and then you can go ahead and put in the scores for each one of those. So in each one, you'll click on the gray boxes to open those up. For all these down the line, and then you click on the blue submit button just like we did before. Because if you don't click on submit, it does not do anything, so make sure you do that. And then of course you've got a couple of reflection questions there as well. So this is a longer assignment, and that's why you have 2 weeks to do it. As always, I'm here to help. Send me an email, give me a phone call, send me a carrier pigeon, send me a smoke signal. Whatever it takes, I'm happy and glad to help. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and blessings to you, and let me know how I can help. Thanks.